Welcome to mathematics class, children. Today in maths class we are going to learn about reflection, symmetry, net of a cube, net of a cylinder, net of a cone and types of angles. Let's move on to the first topic, reflection. What is the meaning of reflection, children? Let us learn about reflection now. When an object is seen in a mirror, the image obtained on the side of the mirror is called reflection. In your house, you may have the mirror. So you just go and stand in front of the mirror. What did you observe, children? You can see your image obtained on the side of the mirror. That is called as a reflection. Now just see this example. One man is standing in front of the mirror. You can observe that his image is seen in the mirror. So this is called as a reflection. Okay, children. Now next, observation. The object and image in the mirror are equal in size. So whatever the object you kept in front of the mirror, and if you observe, its size will be equal. The object and image are at equal distance from the reflection axis. Now observe this, children. A man is standing in front of the mirror. You can see his right hand, but in the mirror you can observe his left hand image. So what does it means? If the direction of the object is left to right, then the direction of the image on the mirror will be from right to left. I think you understood what I am trying to say. If the direction of the object is left to right, then the direction of the image on the mirror will be from right to left. That's what I explained in that picture. Okay, children. Now listen. Now take a mirror, draw a line in white paper by using a pencil and place it before the mirror. Now take another paper, draw D and put it in front of the mirror. Observe the image of alphabet D in the mirror. You can write in one paper, draw just D and you can show it in the mirror. You can observe the D will be in the opposite direction, just upside down like this. If we consider the alphabet D as an object, D is the image. Image is nothing but which is seen in the mirror. This event is called as a reflection. See, it will be like this only. In the left hand side, that is called the object which you are going to show, and the middle one is the mirror. You can see that the other side D is present just opposite. The image obtained is opposite. This is called as a reflection. So now remove the mirror. Already I told you to draw with the pencil mirror. Draw a pencil and place the mirror on that. So the line drawn by the pencil is called as a reflection of axis. See, in this thing you can observe the in between you have a dark black line. This is called as a reflection axis. Remove the mirror. The line drawn by pencil is called as a reflection axis. Now the reflection part is over. Now let us move on to symmetry and net. Now first one, symmetry. What does the symmetry mean? The line which divides a shape or a figure into two identical halves. What is the meaning of identical, children? Same halves is called line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. The line which divides the shape or figure into two identical halves is called line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. Now I will give you an example. I think you all like butterfly, is it or not? Yes, you all like butterfly. See, observe the picture butterfly. You can observe the dotted lines was there. So it means that it is just dividing the butterfly into two halves. What is the meaning of two? That is, what is the meaning of identical, same halves? The butterfly, the line which divides the butterfly into two halves. This is called one line of symmetry. And you can do like this. For example, apple also you can take. The apple, if you divide, it will just divide it into two identical halves. Now listen, some more examples let you know. The first one you see, one line of a symmetry, the triangle which divides into two identical halves. This is an example for one line of a symmetry. And the next one is the parallelogram diagram. You can observe that the diagram can be divided, that is the four equal halves you can divide, four identical halves you can divide. So it is called as a four line of symmetry. Next, third shape, pentagon. You can observe it can be divided by five lines of symmetry. You can divide it into five identical halves. So it is called as a five lines of symmetry. Now fourth one is equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle means what? All the three sides are equal. So in this triangle can be divided by the three lines of a symmetry. That is three identical halves. Next one, the last one is the square. It can be divided by four lines of symmetry. Four identical halves it can be divided. So it is a four line of a symmetry. So these are all some examples for symmetrical lines. Okay children. Now let us move on to the next topic, net. A net is a two-dimensional figure which can be folded to form a three-dimensional figure. You know what is the meaning of a two-dimensional and three-dimensional? Yes, already you have learned about 2D and 3D shapes. So 2D means what? It is a flat surface. 3D means what? Which is a solid objects having length, breadth and height. That is called as a three-dimension. Now what is the meaning of net? A net is nothing but a two-dimensional figure only, but it can be folded and it will form a three-dimensional figure. That is, it forms a solid objects. Let us move on some examples. Now listen children, the first example I gave is cone. You can observe in the left hand side the net of a cone, that is a flat surface. Cone has two flat surfaces. When it is folded, it forms a 3D dimensional cone. Okay children. Now see, observe the cylinder. The top one is the cylindrical shape, 3D shape, and the down one is the net of the cylinder. And in the net of the cylinder, it has a three flat faces. So this is the net of the cylinder. Now listen children, some more example I had given you. Cube, cuboid, square based pyramid, triangular prism, cone and cylinder. Already I explained about the cone and cylinder. Now cube and cuboid. Now see the cube. The cube is having a six flat faces. When it is folded, it forms a cube. And cuboid, it also has six faces. When it is folded, it forms a cuboid. And square based pyramid, it has five flat faces. When it folded, it forms a square based pyramid. Like that, the triangular prism also the same like that. When it is folded, it forms a 3D dimension. So the left hand side, the black color diagram denotes the net of each particular objects, that is the net of each shape, and when it is folded, it forms a 3D dimension, that is called as a net. Now listen children, some fill in the blanks. Based on the topic we will learn. Dash is an important geometrical concept that can divide the figure into two symmetrical halves. Symmetry is an important geometrical concept that can divide the figure into two symmetrical halves. Dash is an important symmetry. Next, second one, the halves can be represented by using dotted line. Already I had given you example butterfly. So the butterfly is divided by the dotted line. The dotted line denotes the halves. It is dividing into two halves. The halves can be represented by using dotted lines. Now third one, the dotted lines are called as line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. The name of the dotted line is called what? Line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. Now fourth one, a net is a 2D figure which can be folded to form a 3D figure. This now only I explained. Now next let us move on to the introduction of angles. You have, according to your portion, you have 4 types of angles. Now today I am going to say what is angle, only that topic, and we will learn about the different types and the exercise in the next class. Angles. The figure formed by two rays with a common point is called an angle. So the figure that can be formed by two rays. Just I'll give one example. Listen here, children. Angles formed by meeting of two rays. In this diagram, you can observe, children, the two rays meeting at a point. So these are the two rays meeting at a point. It forms a angles. Angles formed by intersection of two rays. AB is one angle. Children, observe this diagram. AB is one ray and CD is another ray. Now they both are intersecting at O. You can see, observe the meeting point O. So now they can form the four angles, children. Angle that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So AB is one ray and CD is another ray. Now they both are intersecting at O. Okay, children. Now listen, fill in the blanks. Let us learn the fill in the blanks related to the angles. First fill up. The figure formed by two rays or line segment with a common point is called an angle. The figure formed by two rays line segment with a common point is called an angle. Next one. Second fill up. Angles can be formed by meeting of two rays. Dash can be formed by meeting of two rays. Angle can be formed by meeting of two rays. Third fill up. The word angle came from the Greek word angelos, which means curved and not a straight. The word angle, it came from the Greek word. What is that word? Angelos, which means curved and not straight. Fourth fill up. The symbol, this is the symbol used for angle. Fifth fill up. Two arms meeting at a common point is called a vertex. Where the 2 points meeting at a common point, that is two arms meeting at a common point, they both are meet at a common point, that is called as a vertex. That's all children. Today's class over. So now in the next session we will see about the different types of angle. Okay children, thank you. Bye bye children.